Hi, everybody. Monday, 29th, almost finishing August. And we're going to see what Starseed is telling us about this week. I just had the weekly reading for my Spanish group in Spanish, and I'm going to share with you what I found out. I will do something on Thursday morning about September, but for the moment, I'm just going to talk about the week, which it makes sense with everything that's going on at the moment since the Lionsgate. Now, the card that pop out is the monk. Now, as you see the card, there is a forest, there is a monk and a woman, there is a light between the two of them. It's kind of a comfy, intimate space. And the moon is illuminating the lamp that the monk is holding. Now, this card is about relationships and about this week coming to the surface all the wounds that you had if you're a woman with your father and if you're a man with your mother. Now what happens? Some women when they enter a relationship, the inner child, what it does is that she doesn't want to grow up because she wants to be loved. She wants to keep being a little girl so that she's loved. But at the same time, she takes away her love from the father because it's something forbidden. Now, here now there is a chance, both if you're a woman or if you're a man, because for a man, maybe what you do is that you want to take care the same way of women as you did with your mother because you felt you couldn't do it, and you keep redoing the same thing you did in your childhood. So you don't want to change the way you do things because you want to be loved. But the problem here is that if you see the monk with the lamp, you have been trying all your life to find this light in the man's world or in the woman's world or in your father or your mother, and nobody could give you that. Absolutely nobody. The only person that can offer this light is you, yourself. That light is in you. So now that you're ready, even though the card is a psychic unconscious card, so it's going to manifest soon, there's going to be the chances and the situations for you to do that. And it opened up very much with the Lionsgate, with a big collective and individual healing of the second chakra. Because obviously, when you are giving your power away in situations, in relationships, is always because you want to be loved. But at the end, you don't feel loved. You feel abused, you feel unprotected, you feel lots of things. But now that you have done certain work since then, since the 8th of August, we're coming towards the equinox, lots of changes in September. And now it's about you finding this power inside you and being open to see this wound and heal it so you can let go of it. And you start living your life from another perspective. So when you go into the man's world or into the woman's world, you go with another perspective, other eyes, with your heart in another space. Okay? Why? Because you're carrying a lot of projections, transferences, interjections, a lot of stuff that it's not yours. And because when you're a child, you kind of establish a kind of, I would call it a psychic contract with your mom, with your dad, to feel love. And you function by them until one day it doesn't work anymore. And you start seeing that in your relationships with yourself and with the others. So the message of the monk is this, is an opportunity to actually you connect with your inner compass. This lamp that is inside here, so is the one that you listen to when you enter the other's world, with having to use the emotional map that you have used until now. Okay, so this is the card. And about September, on the 10th of September, I'm gonna deliver the work of these beautiful tangerine pendants with 7 cards. It's only for 7 people and 7 compositions that I will start recording on Thursday. I will do a couple every day until I reach the 9th. So it will be all done and ready for before the full moon. So you can start using them before the equinox, and it helps you with all the changes and energy that is happening on September, which I will say a little bit more on Thursday morning early, when I will do the Spanish group and then I will do the English one. Apart from that, telling you that, probably haven't said that often, but one of the things that I do apart from the sound healing, energetic work, and lots of other things, I do soul balancing images, which are paintings that I do for the soul. Basically, they are paintings connecting with a person that they can use themselves. And it's something that talks about that person. I'm going to show one. Well, actually, it's too far away to show you. And I cannot share anything here in the community. But let's see. Yeah, on Thursday, I will have one here that I'm finishing for somebody. So you can see it. It gives me a lot of joy. It takes a while to finish. They are different from the ones that you see behind. Those are paintings that I do with a technique that a friend of mine found out in the States. It's called touch drawing. Those are paintings that I use in art therapy sessions, which are easy because you use only your fingers. And you don't need pencils or anything or brushes. And it's a very liberating sense of just moving your hands over the paper and the colors are underneath. So especially for people that never painted, is a fantastic experience. Even for me as a painter, when I learned the technique 22 years ago, it was a liberation. Normally we talk about ecstasies and bliss through meditation, but for me, some of the times that I experienced that was actually painting. I was in Seattle, near Seattle, in an island, and in the forest, painting non-stop for 3 days. And after that, I was in a space of bliss, of expanding my soul through expressing, which was fantastic and lasted for a long time. You see, these kind of moments, we can experience them in different ways. It can be through painting, through dance, through writing, through singing, creating music, in meditation, in the forest, in nature. It can be totally different for everybody. Oh, hello, Billy. Oh, great that you're here. I'm finishing now, but you can see the recording. I'm going to share it soon. So, whichever is the experience that you have in terms of bliss, I think we're going to have those moments. It's about finding them and connecting with them. So the card for this week is the monk. If you just actually come in now, you can see the whole recording later. But I'm gonna come in on Thursday morning because now in Spain it's almost 10 o'clock. So here it's late. And I'm going to explain a little bit about September and all the work I'm going to do with star seeds and special tangerine Lemurian pendants and music. So I'll tell you a little bit more. So have a fantastic week. I'll see you on Thursday morning and I'll see you soon. So big kiss. Billy, big hug to you. Thank you for being there and see you soon.